Do you wake up at night to go to the bathroom? Do you get up from your bed, having your sleep interrupted, to urinate in the middle of the night? In this video, I'm going to tell you 10 causes. Because number one is the most frequent and very easy to solve. And I'll also tell you when you should worry. You always put in the comments here. So Joao, this happened. Should I worry? So I'm going to answer you now, and I'm going to mention 3 warning signs that you cannot tolerate, that you cannot accept, and that you should indeed be concerned about. Just leave your like. Set a goal of 10K likes for this video so YouTube understands the content's relevance. And spread it to more people. There are millions who need this information, who have this symptom, and often you can easily solve it, and other times you also need to know because it can be a symptom, a sign of severity. Because number 10, diabetes. And here it includes type 1 diabetes, type 2 diabetes, type 3 diabetes, LADA, MOD, all types of diabetes. And even insipid diabetes, which is a little different, you end up having a change in the ADH hormone antidiuretic, and you will also urinate a lot. But in the most common types, type 1, type 2, how does this happen? When your blood sugar gets too high, the kidneys, in a compensatory way, try to eliminate this sugar, these glucose molecules. And together with glucose, water is expelled. The glucose molecule possesses osmotic capability, as referred to in medical terminology. And in a simpler manner to clarify, it ultimately draws the water along. You urinate a great deal, become dehydrated. As a consequence, you will consume more fluids and urinate even more frequently. Thus, waking up during sleep to urinate can be an indicative symptom of diabetes. You always have to investigate, even if you have done a checkup, routine examinations, and they were within the normal range. For example, you did it 2 months ago. The exams are up to date. Nevertheless, you have to investigate the glucose part again, the blood sugar, because this can appear suddenly, especially if it is type 1 diabetes. It begins suddenly, you had nothing, everything was normal, but it started with diabetes, an autoimmune disease that can occur abruptly. Always investigate glycemia, because number 9, for men, prostate diseases like benign prostatic hyperplasia compress urethra, causing difficulty urinating and increased urinary frequency. It is also a common cause of nocturnal awakening for bathroom trips. Since I mentioned number 9 for men and number 8 for women, which women are familiar with, pregnancy is also a very common cause for women to have to wake up during the night to go to the bathroom. And here I will include other compressive causes. So for example, tumors that can compress the bladder, so you will have to go to the bathroom more often. I always remember a patient who had a fibroid, a tumor in the uterus that was compressing the bladder. And the solitary symptom she had was precisely this. I would awaken during the nighttime to go to the bathroom. There was no abdominal discomfort, there was no abdominal pain. So this motivated her to seek help, get a diagnosis, and heal. Because number 7, overactive bladder. Your own name already says, when the bladder has increased activity, you will have a greater stimulus to go to the bathroom. It can be identified, you can have the diagnosis. There are medications that solve, improve a lot, and your quality of life increases a lot. So overactive bladder is also a cause. Cause number 6, weakening of the pelvic muscles. When the pelvic muscles become weak, it is possible to experience a loss of the ability to hold urine in some cases. Soon, you will wake up at night to go to the bathroom with the strengthening of the pelvic region, without the use of medication, only with physiotherapy and strengthening of the region, you can solve this type of problem. 5. Sequelae of stroke, neurological diseases, for example. Due to the loss of this communication, you also lose control. The region of the brain that was in control of this, it has been compromised. And what is the result? You might wake up in the middle of the night to use the bathroom. You miss out on this connection. Diuretics last 24 hours. Other times, the doctor opts to schedule it in the afternoon, at 4 p.m., or even before bedtime to safeguard you, when he deems it valuable. It's better to wake up during the night to go to the bathroom than to have water in your lungs, for example. So it's an exchange, and in this exchange we end up weighing, determining the worth of each item. It may be to protect you, as the pressure is increasing a lot at night, or because you retain a lot of fluids. Because number 3, it can be your standard. Your body can be programmed to notify when the bladder has a specific amount of urine, not necessarily when it is completely full to capacity. And I include myself in that. Every night I wake up 2, 3, 4 times during the night to go to the bathroom. If you are like that too, write in the comments. If you have another cause, if you treated it, if it improved, if it got worse, write it, leave report. But since I recall and I wake up every night, I can't even imagine what it would be like to sleep 8, 9 hours in a row. This has never happened in my life. I always wake up several times to go to the bathroom. It's my pattern. You end up monitoring all illnesses and discover nothing. And it transpires that the individual's body is designed to provide a slight warning prior to the event. Cause number 2, edema, swelling in the legs. Due to the force of gravity, fluids can accumulate in the lower limbs during the daytime, leading to the condition known as edema, which is characterized by the swelling of the legs. What are the causes of edema? As an illustration, some causes include heart failure, weak heart, weak kidneys, renal failure, and hypothyroidism. And during the nighttime, when you lie down, these liquids return and resurface once again. And to compensate for this, your kidney is ultimately eliminated by excreting it in the form of urine. So it's a compensatory mechanism. And you can solve this not only by treating the cause, but also by treating hypothyroidism, renal insufficiency. But you can, before lying down, for example, at 7, 8 o'clock at night, if you lie down at 10, 11, you lie down and elevate your lower limbs. This will make your kidneys work a little before and will prevent you from waking up at night to eliminate this excess of fluids. So, an important tip here, just this tip was worth the like. If you haven't left it yet, leave your like. And the main cause of this condition is consuming an excessive amount of fluids. There are individuals who ultimately consume a significant amount of water, ultimately consume juice, tea during the nighttime, and this leads to increased urination. Also that you wake up to pee. Sometimes there are people, for example, who end up having a 300 milliliters glass of juice, plus a soup, plus a tea. So it will happen that your indexes will have to work more. And the most frequent cause you should avoid, if this is happening, avoid consuming excessive liquids at least 4 hours before you sleep to ensure that you won't wake up during the night, because it worsens your quality of life a lot. And when will you start worrying? What are the 3 warning signs? First, when it is a new symptom. This materialized out of thin air with a sudden onset. Unlike me, for instance, who consistently experienced this symptom that you never had, it suddenly appeared. So you should indeed be concerned. You should seek the cause, as it could be a more serious illness. Treating it early, like diabetes, helps avoid complications. The second warning sign indicates other symptoms. If you encounter any other symptoms, like weight loss, hair loss, weak nails, or abdominal pain, you should always be concerned and seek medical attention. So associated symptoms are also an indication of a warning sign, a third warning sign. When you don't know the cause, for example, your doctor prescribed a diuretic for you to take at night and you are waking up to go to the bathroom. Or when you drank a lot of liquids before sleeping and ended up waking up, you already know the cause. Now, when you are unable to attribute this symptom to any cause, it is also a warning sign and should always be thoroughly researched and investigated. Don't forget to subscribe and activate the notification bell. Now I'll give you a suggestion to watch. It is a video where I talked about the 6 forbidden foods for those who have liver fat, and also the 5 foods that you should consume which improve hepatic steatosis, fatty liver. Don't miss it. This is the video here. A hug.